Thank you very much. And now we will continue with the presentation of Đặng Huệ Mien from Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai Junior High School. Wow, how encouraging it is.
Yeah, and are you ready now, Mien? Again, a round of applause to welcome her presence on stage.
Hi, my name is Đặng Huệ Mien and I'm here to represent Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai School. Fact, in the world, at least 15 billion cigarettes are smoked in any given 24-hour period, approximately by 750 million people, 0.002% of which die from it. However, there are two sides to smoking, active and passive. Not surprisingly, very few are aware of the latter. Do you know what passive smoking is? Have you any idea how it affects other people? How many others die from it? Probably not. It's simple, really. True to smoking problems, you never smoke alone. Now I know what you're thinking. Passive smoking couldn't be as bad as active smoking, right? You're right, it isn't. It's even worse. Research shows that sidestream smoke is much more harmful than mainstream smoke, as it has higher concentrations of carcinogens, known cancer-causing agents, a few of which are benzene, the stuff found in gasoline, carbon monoxide and chromium, both found in combustion fumes and metal industries. According to the US EPA and the American Lung Association, all 260 of these deadly chemicals are the sole causes of 3,400 lung cancer deaths and 46,000 deaths by heart disease in non-smokers every year. It also causes many horrid consequences, such as miscarriages and stillbirths in pregnant women, decreased lung function in some infant death syndrome in newborn infants. Not only that, passive smoking will also cost you financially. In the US, it costs over $10 billion every year to tend to extra medical cares, illnesses, and deaths. But the real issue here in many Asian countries is that the majority of smokers are males, specifically the father of a family. Due to the patriarchal natures, families in countries like Vietnam or China contain mostly voiceless mothers and children, all silently suffering from the ensnaring hand of passive smoking. Thankfully, in many countries in the world, several public places have been smoke-free so as not to disturb other people in public. Restaurant owners and other businesses have also restricted smoking in their building, giving everyone a smokeless environment. Despite their appreciation-worthy efforts, this is still not enough. We, as individuals, need to make our own changes. Now, if you know someone who's addicted to smoking, convince them to quit and start caring about the people around them. Protect your loved one by putting them in smoke-free care facilities, or by reconsidering quitting if you are a smoker, as it truly will help. It's these little things that add up to make one big impact on the many lives around you. Actions speak louder than words. So a message to all smokers. Please, don't tell me that you'll quit smoking or that you'll protect your children from your own sidestream smoking. Prove it with your action. Do it. Thank you.
Okay, I really love your topics. And we know that smoking is very harmful to our health. Yes. And now I have a question for you. I realize that many people say that, many smokers say that it's very difficult for them to give up smoking. It's very difficult, so please tell me why.
As we all know, smoking is a kind of addiction, just like anything else, internet or drugs. It's mostly because people do not have the will to give up smoking as time goes on and you become more and more addicted to smoking. You become reliant on it as well, just like pills. people think that quitting smoking actually happens overnight, but this is really not the case. So there are some gradual steps to quitting smoking. You cannot do it overnight.
Okay, Raylan.
A very interesting topic. I used to be a smoker and I gave up many years ago, so I agree with you. In many countries in the world, like Australia and Britain and America, cigarettes are very expensive because the government puts high tax on it. In Vietnam, a packet of cigarettes is $1. What can the government do to help stop people smoking?
Oh, thank you. As we all know, in any nation, the government is probably one of the most influential systems, and because of their power, they also have the power to carry out plans to help people quit smoking, and because of that, they should take full advantage of such power. So there's many things the government can do. Specifically, in the world, there is 31st of May, which is World No Tobacco Day, and I think on this day, the government should raise people's awareness of the negative effects of passive smoking, and actually put up campaigns to convince people to quit smoking, and also I think we should pass out regulations and laws just to give people information, more facts and knowledge about the negative effects of passive smoking, and actually raise their awareness of it. Because most things happen because people are ignorant of it. So yeah, raising people's awareness should be the priority. Thank you.
Okay, please.
Can I have number 13, please? Well, as you can see in this, as you can see here, these pictures depict modern buildings. One of such in Vietnam are bridges. There are many bridges, famous ones, in Vietnam and in our country, but I think, the most famous ones are probably the most famous one are probably the Dragon Bridge or the Han River's Bridge, and bridges have always been a big part in transportation and many other things. Back in the old days, these bridges are used for transportation, and nowadays they still do, but they're important to have risen very much. To get to one side of a river and onto another, we need to have bridges, and I cannot say, words cannot describe how.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. This is our question. Why do the government build a lot of bridges that was unreal?
Well, I think this is because if they only had one bridge over a river, there could be traffic jams or such as traffic jams during rush hours or many other things similar to it. But you see, bridges are one of the most attractive thing in a city, and it can lead to a lot of it can attract a lot of tourists to a nation or a city, and I think one of the main reasons is because of tourism. Also, it's needed in transport, and needed in transport, and without bridges we cannot actually communicate or transport. Yeah.
Yes, that's all for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.